These are the signs of being a death doula. You've had multiple experiences of meeting people and them shortly transitioning after, or maybe even you've given them certain information and they've passed away shortly after, or you've had multiple near-death experiences where people have transitioned, but somehow you have managed to stay alive. What's happening is you carry the energetic blueprint for an astral guardian. And typically what happens is souls might come to you for a specific piece of information, closure, lesson, activation before they're ready to complete this incarnational cycle. If this resonates and applies to you, you are a very special gatekeeper that manages birth and death.
When you do the doulas for the transition, what kind of energy is exchanged in the room, you think, between you and that person, if any?
A lot, maybe. Usually I'm trying to be like water, like Bruce Lee says, once I get everything the way it should be, I'm in a corner like waiting to see what the next thing is. And sometimes I'm at the forefront when the person doesn't really have a lot of family. We're reading, we're watching their favorite show, we're watching Steve Harvey, we're laughing, we're massaging the feet, combing the hair, braiding the hair, sometimes brushing the teeth if they can't do that. Sometimes you get to a point where you can't swallow, so I'm walking them through a breathing ritual that makes it more comfortable for them.
How difficult is that for you?
Not very difficult for me, and that's why I decided to be the welcoming committee and the ushering committee, because the first time I did it was with Stickman's first child, him and his mate Afia. I was just friends with them, and I happened to be at her birth, and that's when I kind of knew, okay, because I had just had 7.
Hey, so I heard you want to be a death doula. So there are a couple of things you can do. You can go through trainings and you can get your certification. I did my training through INELDA, which is the International End-of-Life Doula Association, about 5 years ago. And then I did my expansions through the Birth, Breath, and Death Institute. So I have expansions in pregnancy and infant loss, grief support, shadow work, and also pet hospice. So those are just some of the expansions that I have as a death doula. And I specialize in energetic and living deaths as well as pet death.